I'm Michael Feigin, the fitness guru. A few weeks ago, the mayor of New York City, Mike Bloomberg, put forth a motion to prohibit the sale of sugary drinks in containers that were larger than 16 ounces. His reasoning was that drinking these beverages was adding to the weight crisis that we have in this country and the rising cases of obesity. It set off a huge debate, and being kind of a backseat driver of health and nutrition, I figured I'd throw in my 2 cents. In the midst of this debate, I was fascinated by the number of very, very rational, very intelligent adults who were getting very, very angry because they didn't see what the big deal was. They didn't think that the sugary drinks were such an issue. You know, what's the big deal with a bottle of Coca-Cola? They didn't get it. First of all, the mayor has a good point. Soda, sugary beverages, any sugary beverage, does lead to health-related issues. You're consuming far more calories than you think you're consuming. The sugar in your system is adding to cases of diabetes and heart disease later on down the road, which further burdens our healthcare system if you want to take a look at the government action in the midst of all of that. So he has a good point. The problem is, if the mayor comes forth and says something like this, it's basically like a parent saying it to a 3-year-old, you can't have that lollipop. You know what the 3-year-old's going to do. They're going to have a wild, wild tantrum. And sure enough, that's what a lot of people have done. They've had big tantrums because the mayor wants to take away their sugar, and they're addicts. Now, again, those same people will say, I'm not an addict, sugar's not a drug, and I'll turn around and say, yes, yes it is. If it wasn't a drug, stop using it and see how you feel. It's a drug. Now, these companies, these sugar beverage companies, are spending millions and millions and millions of dollars in both marketing, trying to sell you this product, and developing this product. In other words, they're not just making the product and saying, here's something that's wonderful for you. They are trying to design a specific product that gets you hooked and just buying more. So if you can get 16 ounces of Coca-Cola, why not get 24? So yes, it is a problem. The big problem is that the mayor is trying to be the parent and trying to say, you can't do this. And that's a problem because people don't want to be told what to do. Mr. Mayor, can I speak to you for just a minute? Michael to Michael. Tax the hell out of it. Cigarettes are taxed. Liquor is taxed. It's the sin tax. If people want to consume these things, which we've decided are not good for our health, then they have to pay the tax for it. And a lot of different health groups will tell you, as soon as you start taxing something like cigarettes, consumption goes down because people don't want to pay for it. Tax these things. Have a junk food tax. And take that money and start to educate people, these rational, intelligent people that I know, that you know, that are out there in the world who need the education to explain just how bad this is for you. You know, if the companies are going to spend millions and millions of dollars on marketing in order to get us to buy it, we need a war chest to spend millions and millions of dollars to explain why you shouldn't. And for that matter, who remembers the tobacco settlement from a few years ago, where tobacco companies had to actually pay for campaigns against smoking because it was decided that smoking was so unhealthy for you? If McDonald's is going to rake in billions and billions of our consumer dollars selling us stuff that is genuinely not working for us, it is genuinely not making us healthier and happier people, don't you think that there should be a fund somewhere that's educating us about what we should be doing right? So, Mr. Mayor, I thank you. I think it's wonderful that you have put the conversation on the table. My big fear is that the conversation is going to disappear now because it's a yes or no situation. The conversation needs to stay on the table. Let's keep talking about it. Let's find a solution that works for everybody. But most importantly, let's start to educate people, particularly our children, about what's healthy so that they can live long, healthy, happy lives. That's my 2 cents. I'm Michael Feigin, the fitness guru. If you have any questions for me, or if you've got any comments on what you think about this whole proposed ban, shoot me an email at michael@fitnessgurunyc.com. We'll talk again soon.